Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for September 2018. Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising. You may have certain planets in Aquarius, or you may just be intuitively guided to the channel. So welcome everyone. So glad you could make it back. Welcome to anyone who's new. Welcome to the Soul Family. A great place to be, I feel. So the messages have been pretty heavy for the month of September. I don't know if I want to say heavy. More like deep. Pretty deep. Yeah, let's not say heavy. Pretty informative, asking for reflection. That type of energy. So we'll see. We'll see how your reading goes. I do feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like for a few of you, and I just feel like this is like energy that's going on right now. Like current. Maybe just today. I just feel like you want to be a little careful today with how you approach things. And the reason why I'm saying that is as I was shuffling your cards, your card kept popping out with the Five of Wands over and over. Well, one time it was the Five of Wands, I think it was twice the Five of Wands, and then the Five of Swords came out. So, just be aware of your approach today. Maybe through the weekend. But that's it. Like, I'm not feeling, I don't know, maybe just some of you just feeling, having a little bit of a bad day. But that's it. Beware. Okay, guys, I'm not going to talk a lot. You know I love you. Thank you for everything you do for me. I so appreciate it. I feel your love for me, and that is truly what is why I do what I do. Why would I do it otherwise, right? But, it is why. So, just thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your beautiful comments. I don't know. You melt my heart. I just love you guys so much. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the Tibetan singing bowl. This is our symbol to go ahead and just release any worries, any expected outcomes. Go with the flow. Remember, it's a general reading. I do pick up on so many of your energies now, and even those, I trust in my guides with everything. And I know the right people are guided, even if they've never seen one of my videos before. So, if you're just here and you don't have a sign, you don't have major planets in Aquarius, just trust in that. Just trust in that. But, again, we want to use our intuition. We want to use our common sense, of course. We're all adults here, I hope. Yeah. So, welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. Just let this vibration carry you away. Okay? Beautiful. I feel like it took me to India. I don't know why. I felt like I was sitting in India. Like before a great teacher. Master teacher. Maybe that's going to be something that comes up in the reading. Okay, my beautifuls. We're going to start with the Angel Tarot. This is a deck by Doreen Virtue. This is actually one of... Well, no. I was going to say it's one of my first decks, but it's not. I have had it for quite a while. It's one of those decks I used to use all the time. And when, you know, I was guided to, or just pulled to use different decks. And I haven't brought this one out as the main reader in quite a while. But September, it seems to be the majority of the signs I've used this deck. Today is the 31st of August, last day of August, and we move into September. You know, Aquarius, you do carry a lot of traits as Virgo. Very curious mind, as I have. I'm Virgo. Like to know the details of things. Quick to the point, right? It's like, you don't need a lot of, I don't know, glamour around your words. Just get to the point. Get to the point. Maybe that's why I have so much respect for you, because you do carry a lot of traits of Virgo, so I have a lot of understanding. Okay, just take a couple deep breaths. Exhale any worry, any stress. Let's just go with the flow. Okay. September. What will be? What can we know? What do we need to know? We be our best selves. Well, beautiful. So we open your reading with the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. I'm going to try to get your cards up before talking too much. However, you know, I have to talk about the Ace of Cups a little bit. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, it's a beautiful, loving card. It is, we're going to remember the Ace is a potential. Many times I feel the Ace is the energy that is, you know, about to enter into our atmosphere. Ace of Cups speaks of love. Self-love, number one. Love of another person, possibly. Could certainly be the coming back of relationships. A new relationship. Well, hello, Aquarius. So we have the Lovers next to the Ace of Cups. This is card of Gemini. I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm just thinking of two souls. Two souls. Two souls. You know, not two halves of a soul. Two souls that are really one. You know, this is the energy of, you know, if you go by Chariot, it's going to talk about a head over heart decision. Needing to make a decision about someone. You know, and that is part of the meaning. However, I'm definitely picking up this energy of two souls who are really one. So two souls merging into one. I'm just noticing all the green in this card. And even the tone of green, it just feels very healing to me. Very healing. You know, green can certainly represent many different things. But to me, it's also a symbol of earth, being grounded within the earth. There definitely feels like there's healing properties in here. You know, I haven't seen this card in such a long time. Just looking at the two people here. It's almost like they're giving thanks, right? Just look at the energy coming. Archangel Raphael, just like surrounding these two people in this beautiful energy of love, understanding. Just knows the way his wings are like wide open, wide open. I just kind of feel like Archangel Raphael is like just showing up, just bringing this together. I kind of feel unexpected. You know, I was one way a minute ago, and now I'm completely different, fulfilled, thankful. And in Aquarius, I feel like we're going to be doing a love reading. You know, with the ace right behind the lovers. Again, you know how I was talking about this ace being the energy of something that, you know, is like right there. It's in the atmosphere. Even if the person is not, at this point, it's telling me that the love is in the atmosphere. And it doesn't, you know, it's not like I'm feeling the love of one person. I'm feeling, well, both people feeling that same love. But I'm also feeling at the same time, it's like a celebration. It's a celebration, you know, maybe in the heavens. Oh, I just looked down, and we do have the Tower card. I feel like this Tower has already happened. You know, Archangel Shamal there in front of the Tower. Saying, I know how it feels. But there's a reason. There's a reason why this Tower showed up in your life. It wasn't as a curse. It wasn't as anything that I did wrong. It was energy that needed to happen. It is a blessing. You know, it's like I have to ride the lows as well as the highs. Sometimes I have to be thankful for those lows as well as I am for the highs in my life. Just noticing all the red flowers, red and white. And, I just looked down at the words and time to spread your wings. And here I am talking about Raphael spreading his wings. Noticing the wings somehow standing out to me. And then a tower telling us, time to spread your wings. For some of you, this tower could be something simply as the recognition of someone else, the recognition of the importance of them in my life, or the other way around, of course. Two people could be coming to this awareness almost at the same time. So there's a recognition over that. So as I'm feeling the energy right now, I do feel the energy of someone returning to my life. However, when I feel the energy of the ace, I know that this person, I don't necessarily have had to been with them in the third dimension in this lifetime, but I have been with them before. It just feels like the way the light is coming in over the tower. It's like a dawning of a new day. Energy just being lifted. It's almost like Archangel Raphael is just coming in and just with the swipe of the wings, the energy changes. Noticing the butterflies also, which represent blessings to me, spirit. See the 2 6s. Synchronicity. Something within this, I want to say relationship, but I don't feel like for all of you, you've actually had a relationship that you can remember. Let's put it that way. Synchronicities. So when we come together, this is something that we will take notice of, the synchronicities. Taking it 2 6s. Take a celebration over. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Strength card, card of Leo. We have Balance, card of Libra. Wow. So you have 4 major arcanas out of 5 cards, and the 5th, or really the first card, is an ace, the Ace of Cups. Wow. Get your last card out here. You know, I'm looking at the Strength card. Number 11 here. Again, the 11. You know, I don't try to make these love readings. I really don't. Because I know some are like, you don't talk about career enough and this and that. I just go with the flow of the reading. And this is a love reading. So, Strength. This is about an inner strength to have the ability to overcome something. Forgiveness. Sorry, I just started cutting the grass. Let me put you on hold 1 second. Okay. Let me make sure I'm focused. I have the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Earth in this deck. Wow. You know, I'm just going to say, first thing I'm picking up, because it's falling under the Tower, is the energy of where, you know, the 9 of Pentacles is an independent energy. Almost fiercely independent. And I do feel like what this is talking about, you know, well, it's definitely talking about two people coming together. And again, when I felt Tower coming in, I felt it. I didn't feel it in a, like a devastating way. Almost like a gentle kind of push. The 9 of Pentacles, where do I go next? I go into the 10, which is about the family life. Sudden. You know, sudden. 1 minute I am this independent person. I am single. I claim myself as being single. I don't have someone there. And the next moment, it's completely different. The Ace of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles mirroring each other. I feel like for some of you, you may have been feeling this energy. Probably through the month of August. You know, maybe even longer. I do feel like you've been feeling the energy of, okay, so this is what I'm feeling. You know, where before I may have wanted love to come in my life, I may have been thinking about it, maybe even becoming depressed over it. It was like my focus. Something within me changes and I start to almost, I feel like almost forget about that. Like I start to pick up the energy of, you know, I'm just fine. Almost like I'm not even thinking about it anymore. I'm not thinking about, am I alone? Am I, you know, do I have a partner or am I single? And, it just feels like, kind of like you were given this type of amnesia over that. And for some of you, it was really for preparation of what's coming in. Because I feel like one moment I'm not even thinking about it, and the next I start to feel, it's not that I'm overthinking about it or anything else. It's like this feeling of just knowing, almost feeling their soul before they arrive. It feels like it was orchestrated for you. And we had the Four of Pentacles pop out, coming out on its own. I don't know why they won't fit. I feel like where I've been focusing my attention is on my finances, is on my foundation. I see that with the Nine of Pentacles also. So this is where my energy has been. This is what I've been focusing on. My own strength of my own foundation, building it up. Securing it. And I kind of feel like this is what you were meant to do at this period. I'm kind of feeling like 6 months, maybe even longer than that, where I have been like super focused on this area of my life. I'm strengthening my own foundation. Balance right in between the Strength and the Nine of Pentacles. Balance. So, talks about timing. Compromise. I feel like, if this is speaking to you, the reason why your attention has been within your foundation, within your finances, your career, feels like it was to keep your mind clear. And I feel like for some of you, what it feels like is if this, I'm thinking of divine timing again. And if this energy would have come in, let's say 6 months ago, for whatever reason, I keep picking up like 6 months. If it would have came in at like 6 months ago, just for an example, that is what my focus would have been on. So it's like Aquarius, you needed to, for some reason you were being called to strengthen your own foundation. And you have. Now, when I say that doesn't mean, that means I have the best job now, I'm making plenty of money. No, but you've got things, you're putting things in order. It's like you're ready for this energy. I also feel like this energy has this energy of love. This is love. This is pure love. It's always been there. Always. Has always been there. But now it's coming to the surface. Okay, very interesting. I feel for some of you, this is a love reading. And I have to say, if you're doing a love reading, you might want to shut this off because this is definitely going to be a love reading. And I feel like for some of you, this period of time also has been about, well, it in some way has given you the ability to put down walls that you have built around you. It's giving you time of reflection. I feel like the Tower is partly that energy too. When I think of the Tower, I know that means something new is coming in, right? Something old that no longer served my higher self needed to go. Why did it need to go though? I feel like let's put it this way. We started with the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is about self-love, right? And when we have gone through, let's say, many harsh relationships, especially the Strength card below, there's something I had to learn, something I had to overcome. I had to find the strength within myself with clarity over, I feel, for some of you, over different relationships that just didn't work in your favor. So we look at those those prior relationships as, these harsh, we put these harsh energies upon ourselves. I'm not good enough. I don't trust myself. So there's been a time period. Not just for reflection, but I also feel, it's like the spiritual energy working within you, it's your soul. Giving you the ability to open your heart. Do I feel like this is a twin soul energy? I do. I do. But I also know, just from experience for reading for so long, that even with this beautiful energy, it doesn't always mean that it comes in and it's glorious. There's aspects of it that absolutely are, But yet we have to remember we're also human. So what I feel is this energy, this time period for many who have been alone, for whatever the reason, but been alone, it was in preparation. Number one, to strengthen your own foundation. I feel not just like within your material world, but also within yourself. Giving me time just to clear my mind. And I do feel for a few of you, this time period has been about building you up. Building you up, letting you feel your own worth. Perhaps most of your life you just didn't, you didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel pretty enough. I didn't feel handsome enough. It's been a healing process. It's been a healing process. And I feel like for some, it is also about that connection, the spiritual connection, as above, so below. Feeling that you're more than just this human body, like your spirituality opening up. Some of you may have started researching, maybe just started hearing the word twin soul, twin flame. Does it have to be a twin soul? No, it's definitely a soulmate though. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like this energy was always meant to happen at this period. Kind of like a soul contract. It's what I agreed upon before. It's what we agreed upon. My whole soul family. All those who are in place for me. And me for them. Because I am feeling within divine timing. Okay, we're going to use the Cosmic Tarot. Let's break this down. Take a look at the numbers real quick. So we have 22 on the top. Somebody else had 22 also. 22, two twos, two people, beginning something new. Two twos, four, foundation. Let's look at the bottom real quick. So I have 25. I add so slow. 25, 34, 5, 6, 7, 7. 7 to me is a very spiritual number. In, let's just say the human condition, it can talk about a period of time, a period of overcoming. So I just say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, so if we add the two together, we have an 11. Same as the strength. Divine. noticing how all the archangels in these cards all have their wings spread wide open, except for Balance. And it just feels like Balance is waiting to spread her wings open once there is this balance between almost like my inner world and my outer world. I do feel like this was a time of spiritual growth for many of us. Even if, you're already spiritual, I feel like many of us have felt, I don't know, like felt the energy of spirit around you more than ever before. So, here I am, I'm practicing, I'm learning about my spirituality. I'm learning about my soul and my, purpose and soul expansion. And then within this energy, so I've been concentrating on that. I've been learning. I've been looking for that growth. But I feel like, and then you start to feel it in a new way. Like you start to feel it. Maybe that is what I'm trying to say. Like you start to feel your spirituality. You start to feel who you are on a soul level. You start to come out of this energy of, there is nothing more to this world than what I can see, than what I can touch. Okay, let's keep going. You're also very deep thinkers. Okay, we're going to take these cards. So, we're going to start the Ace of Cups. We have the Strength card again. Definitely some type of energy needed to, you needed to have a different type of awareness. And I really feel like, again, it's like an opportunity to not just talk about my spirituality, but feel it. I had to have an understanding. This is part of what I needed within Balance. But my left ear is ringing like crazy. I have the Three of Wands. And I have the Chariot. Beautiful. A Chariot to me is about balance. I feel like a Chariot, it can be calling for balance, but I also feel it is about wanting to have that balance within my life. Like wanting to balance the shadow and the light. Feeling like I've been stuck within the shadow period. And now, especially with the Three of Wands popping out on the Ace, it is like this energy, this light starting to penetrate, starting to kind of fill up those those holes within you, those even, I feel like some like healing over this yearning. I feel like for some it's like I wanted it so badly that it's all I could focus on, to the point where it was taking me down, taking my energy down. You know, the horses are working in harmony within this card. Divine masculine, divine feminine, yin, yang. This person has total control. No need to force anything. It's just like everything's working in harmony, working as meant to be. You know, strength coming out first is telling me that some of you were sitting in this difficult type of energy. Could have been created by others, of course, previous lovers, even, you know, for some of you, this could be the return of someone. But again, during this period with the Three of Wands showing up, it's telling me that it's, you know, this, you have moved into a more optimistic type of energy, a more believing type of energy, less fearful. It's like your soul calling out, like your higher self, recognizing that your energy is ready. Chariot is a card of Cancer. I just feel like, you know, some people are like, please say the name. You know, I'm just picking up the energy. It was not easy to get here. It was not easy to get to this point where I now sit within this Ace of Cups, right? The potential, not just potential. I feel like this is more than potential. I feel like this is talking about it being within the atmosphere now and being able to feel it. Doesn't mean that the person is physically with you yet, but you know, it's kind of like your energy just started to turn, and where before I may have been, again, like feeling I'm in this shadow energy, all of a sudden I just start to feel lighter. More positive. Inwardly and outwardly. Definitely healing over. But not just healing, also an understanding. So I know that you had to go within to clear up whatever energy is here, whatever energy was there. You know, and it, especially with the Tower here, it's almost like feeling forced. You know, that like I had to do it. I may have been so low, depressed, down. I had nowhere left to go but inward. You know, when do a lot of people pray? When they're down and out. Neither good nor bad. just an observation, right? When do we go into hermit mode? You know, sometimes we can willingly just go into hermit mode. You know, this is when we're seeking spirituality, seeking answers, wanting to know more. I kind of feel like there's also like this new fire within your belly. Just feels like a new type of energy. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to leave these cards out and just, yeah, we're just going to keep going with these cards out. We're moving on to the Lovers. You know, this is also the energy of health improving. So for some of you, you may have been dealing with a health concern, a health issue. But this is, you know, it's improving. And that's why I was feeling the healing within the Lover's card. Yeah, it's not normally a card about healing, but I could feel that. Okay. Look at that. There's the Hermit. Card of Virgo. Which, by the way, I was picking, you know, in the beginning of your reading, talking about Virgo. I don't even know why. Just what came out. Could certainly be attached to a Virgo. Just looking at the Hermit card in this deck and the connection. The recognizing of kind of looks like the moon in a way there. You know, we have the Virgo moon on the 9th. Pretty sure it's on the 9th. Same card as the Hermit. So what brought me in this balance of the Chariot? What helped me overcome the energy, you know, like being consumed by the shadow energy? Going into this reflection, going into this time period. You know, I could definitely say this is healing over past loves, past hurts, but, you know, it's an awareness over it. Let's put it that way. And then that's when the healing begins. I feel like this is, you know, it's also about understanding that not every relationship was meant to last. And when you move into this type of energy, you'll understand immediately. I mean, it'd just be night and day. I do feel it is an instant connection. And, you know, I do feel like for some of you, this is someone, you know, someone else. Okay. For some of you, this is someone who is coming back. Well, for all of you, it's someone who's coming back into your life. You're coming back into their life. But for some of you, it is within this lifetime. So it is bringing a relationship back together. You know, and I have Leo, Cancer, and Virgo. sitting on a card of Gemini also. Just real quick, because, you know, it's just like with Virgo and Gemini here, I'm thinking Mercury, right? Both ruled by Mercury. Mercury had been in retrograde, along with many planets. Mercury went direct just recently. And, you know, I do feel like as the planets, Saturn went direct, as the planets went direct, it's like, well, heavier energy started to lift. You know, I felt this in another reading where, you know, I've been in this energy right along with everyone, where the last, I'm going to say at least for the summer, I kind of feel like back from May, kind of being in this illusionary state of not being able to feel what is real, what is an illusion, what the hell is going on. That type of energy, like what is going on? And, you know, you can watch astrology, you can watch readers like myself, and we can help to clear that up for you, but it's truly not until you go within yourself. Because even though we're all soul connected, we each have our own experiences to go through. Though, again, being soul connected, many of our experiences are similar, though personal. Just thinking, I have June, July, August, September right in front of us. Okay, so nonetheless, this is, I can definitely see it's moving, probably through the summer. You know, June, I think, was pretty heavy for a lot, especially in relations to, or in regards to relationships. And I feel like as we went along, but I can't really say it lifted. August, I feel, has been the biggest month for clarity starting to seep back in. And then September, there's a lot of special dates in September regarding love. Okay, let's keep going. So with the Four Swords is about a time period. It's a healing period. It's a timeout, a pause. It is a time when we are looking, you know, praying, meditation, thinking about our healing. You know, sometimes I feel that if one thing didn't happen, then I wouldn't have learned about this, right? So something within this energy, you know, I don't know what, I'm not sure of the word. It's something within this energy which has like gently pushed us, gently carried us against our will, you know, because that's what it feels like, you know, like, I've been fighting this energy, but yet the universe still gently carrying you to this period. Your higher self understanding why, and the connection, feeling that connection. The Nine of Swords. Well, Nine of Swords is a card of worry, without a doubt. It's the energy of worrying, well, about everything. May start with one thing, and then, it's that energy of, what the hell's going on? It's someone falling on the tower. I just feel like for some of you, it's like you've been calling out for help, calling out for understanding, calling out to help you get over energy, whether it's an energy of a person who, you felt pain from, or just everyone you've been attached to. But I'm definitely in the energy of overthinking here. Not being able to shut my mind down. So I kind of love seeing the Four of Swords with that, with the Hermit. Calling out, screaming out for understanding. Strength card twice. The ability to overcome this energy. Now, to overcome something, you have to understand it. You have to know what was the root cause of it. Do I put too much energy? Did I put so much energy into someone who broke my heart? And listen, sometimes, again, people just aren't meant to stay forever. They may only come in for a little blip of time. But the human condition causes us to really, I don't know, it's almost like until you really get your spirituality in place, it's just hard to go with the flow of the energy. Again, I feel like a certain type of amnesia given to you. And I kind of feel that for some, it's about, I'm overthinking things. I'm overanalyzing things. I took on other people's energy as my own, very personal. Of course it hurts. Picking up the energy of like your angels, your guides, sitting there, waiting patiently. I don't know if I should say waiting, but just kind of hanging out patiently. Really waiting for you to go into this hermit mode, waiting for you to ask. You have to remember, we have to ask for help. Our guides, our angels, and I can't really, because we have free will. So it's after we call out. And I do feel like some of them just waiting patiently. No rush. Whenever, whenever you're ready, we're ready. Whenever you're ready, we're already in place. Absolutely will give you the help, the clarity, even the movement. I do feel like you overcame something big, something that felt hurtful, something, it can be many different things. I do feel like for some of you, it is communication. I'm just noticing how the Four of Swords goes directly into the Nine of Swords. So there's like this gap of time. And listen, for some, you may not even, if there's someone coming back, you still may not have heard from them, or you haven't contacted them yet. But remember, when we say someone's coming back, it's not always up to them, or how do I say this without sounding judgmental at all, because it's certainly not what I want. We each play our part. We have the Three of Pentacles. What I felt right off the bat when I touched the card is this energy. How do I say this? It's almost like learning to play nice, learning to it doesn't necessarily have to be your energy, but I had to learn how to be in a relationship. They had to learn, for those who's got someone coming back, how to be in a relationship. Now, when I say that, it doesn't mean like I had to learn how to keep my mouth shut, or I had to learn how to back off. I don't mean it that way. I mean it more about I had to learn. This period was about more or less going with the flow of a relationship. And I do feel like, listen, I feel like if someone would have come back too soon, or someone new would have come into your life too soon within this energy, your previous worries, your previous self-beliefs would have just moved right into this next relationship. It just would have kept going. So it's like the tower feels destructive, right? But there's always a blessing. I had to look at myself. Someone else had to look at their energy. I'm not putting this all on you, or me. I mean, I take the messages right along with you. But this is the awareness of it, some type of awareness over, I feel, worries. Control over myself. Why? Because this just feels like a free-flowing type of love. And my mind going in too soon would have put many limitations, expectations. Carrying the energy of people before. It's one of the hardest things to overcome. It truly is. One of the hardest things to overcome. You know, if someone cheated on us, it's hard to trust the next, right? It just is. But every single person is different. Now, you know, with the Three of Wands here too, with the Strength card, I do feel, you know, if I've been in tough relationships, you know, where's my energy level been? I don't know if that was the right way to put it. Yeah, we're going to keep going. Keep going. I don't know why I say going. It's a Pennsylvania accent. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. Coming on the Tower. Moving us out of a lower energy. Even expectations. Giving us this feeling of freedom within ourselves. You know, like a release of previous energy. Had to be aware of the energy I was carrying. I don't know if I'm not really feeling like one particular person in this. I'm feeling more the energy here. Even like within my expectations. Maybe I needed to raise my own expectations. Not in an ego-based way. I may have kept myself attached to someone though, who, and even mentally, especially with that Nine of Swords that was sitting here, even if I'm not with someone, keeping myself mentally attached to someone I think, someone maybe I thought was my one and only. I know with the Tower here, this is the ability to see it clearly. But yet I do feel for some of you that is definitely that energy. For many of us, we go through that, right? We keep ourselves attached to someone. Yet, you know, if you think about it, in the middle of the night is when those thoughts come. And you know, if you really think about it, you start to realize, like, what is it? What is it within that person that keeps me attached, that keeps me tied to someone? You know, and then you break it down. Well, you know, certainly not in the way they treat me. Certainly not within the communication. It's not like they treat me like a queen or a king, right? They treat me like the dirt on the bottom of their boot. But yet, here I sit, attached. This tells me why we needed this period of time. And I find this quite beautiful because I feel like this is the release over that way of thinking about a particular person. I feel like who I'm talking about, you're going to know exactly who this person is, right? It's like, oh my God, I want them so badly. Like I can't breathe, I can't eat, I can't sleep. But if you really think about it, if you break it down and say, what is it about, why do I want this person? You start to realize, well, they're not very loving towards me. They may say the right things at the right time, just long enough to keep me tied to the situation, but then they go right back to their energy. It's like, again, like spirit gently carrying you into Hermit so you could look at someone for exactly what it was, what it is, who they are at that time. I don't feel like this is someone who's coming back. I feel like this is about the awareness over that. And the awareness, and listen, I'm guilty of the same energy. But it is the awareness of, this person's my everything. And then you really stop to think about it. Well, what are they giving me other than heartache, pain? Look at that. I have the Empress. I find this quite beautiful. I feel this has taken you from one energy to another. The Empress, very loving, nurturing energy. Cares for herself first. Carries the energy of the Ace of Cups. Very spiritual. The Empress is perfect coming out in the Tower with the energy of what I'm feeling within the Devil card. Because this helps me have clarity. Not only clarity, but as I receive this clarity, for some, it's like as I break it down, I start to receive clarity over what I allow, right? Am I loving myself enough? And listen, sometimes we just attach ourselves to someone, and yeah, we take it so personally. But even if you look back at their relationships, the one before you, they went through the same thing. And the one before that. Can be the energy of sticking with someone thinking that I'm going to be able to enlighten them. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm just feeling the energy of, especially we're sitting on the tower here, of that energy needing to go. But getting clarity over it, maybe that clarity is yet to come. But the illusion is being lifted. The Empress is the most loving, right? So I have to have an open heart here. Doesn't matter how many scars I have. My heart is wide open here. I don't live from fear as the Empress. Why? Because that lower type of energy can't reside within me. It can't. I just feel like some of you get this realization and bam. bam, I'm able to move on, let go of someone. Tower, right? It's not that we're making a sacrifice here. This energy happens so that we can move to a higher place. Empress is perfect for that. Very strong energy. Especially coming with the Nine of Pentacles below that, very creative energy. The Empress is able to receive epiphanies, and, you know, I feel like these are spiritual epiphanies. It can even be, it doesn't even matter what they're in, but it's thoughts, ideas, clarity that comes because I'm seeking it. But it frees me to live in a higher type of energy. How long would I stayed with someone who, again, I feel like I am the dirt on the bottom of their shoes? And I am feeling that push and pull energy, like, you know, you make that call, you know, that's it, we're through, this now. Oh, but baby, honey, sweetie, I love you so much, right? Trying to pull you right back in. This is the type of energy we pray over. You know, we think, you know, you can feel like, I don't know, I often feel sorry for someone like that. They will not receive true happiness. They're never, you know, they're in that energy, they will never receive what it truly is they're seeking. But at the same time, it's not your job to enlighten them. Quite the opposite. It's, you know, it may have been their job to enlighten you, put in place to enlighten you, to raise you up. And I know that sounds kind of backwards to some. Force you to look at yourself in a way. And at the same time, preparing you. You know, if you remember earlier, I was talking about the energy of this love, night and day. Well, here's night and day right here. Okay, let's keep going. Cards are coming out so easy. Seven of Pentacles, Seeds of Intention. Patience. Again, these seeds coming out in divine timing. Also got to trust, right? Because we got to trust in the period of, how do I talk? You know, the fulfilling of this seed. These seeds don't go away. With the energy we have on the board, I do feel like this is, you know, this is like the seed planted from. It's so weird. I never know what to say because I know I have people from all over the world watching. And I guess I should just use my own terminology and then let you fill in with your own. Because I do feel like this is, seeds were planted in heaven before I even came to earth. We have the Prince of Pentacles. And we have the Emperor. Wow. With the Empress and the Emperor, wow, what a power couple. What a power couple. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. These are our seeds of intention, our heart's desire, our soul's desire. Prince of Pentacles, let me go back for a second, because within the Seven of Pentacles, I feel there is a time period, right, between the seeds that are planted, and it's in with divine timing when certain seeds are meant to come to the surface. The Prince of Pentacles, to me, is about seeking knowledge, wanting to learn more. And then the Emperor. The Emperor is the journey of the wands, right? The journey of the wands can be, well, it's an up and down, right? If you think of the last card, the Ten of Wands, carrying other people's burdens, but learning through that how to then be the Emperor. The Emperor is someone we look up to, but we look up to him for his wisdom. This wisdom could only come from a life of experience. Had to go through experiences to gain this wisdom. If life is perfect, what do you gain? If there's no resistance, how do you know? Wisdom gained through our life's experiences. The Emperor and the Empress coming out. I mean, it just doesn't have to be you at all. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you certainly don't have to be an Aries or Taurus. This, to me, is about the power, the collective wisdom, the loving nature, because the Emperor also rules the kingdom through love, not through fear, where this previous person kind of ruled your energy through fear, not the Emperor. He earned his seat rightfully. They both have the world. Yes, this is a card of Aries. But I have to tell you, more than anything, I feel like this is talking about the power of the couple. And when I'm saying power, I'm not saying power as in the ability to rule over another. I mean the wisdom that we both have, right? Both from love. Part of this journey may have been to learn how to love not just ourselves, but others, without control or someone else controlling us, without fear. The kind of love that's on this table is there is no fear. There's recognition of, I just feel like my soul. For many, this is like the great reward. And let's think about that. The great reward. Well, rewards don't come easy. I've had to suffer. I've had to learn. I learned from my suffering. I learned from other people's suffering how to become loving, nurturing, compassionate. I just feel like preparation. belief within. And it just feels like the journey from when I planted that seed, the journey, the learning of everything, to the point of becoming the emperor. Male or female, I can't dismiss this journey. Well, hello. So we have the Four of Wands, really falling out on balance. Four of Wands is, to me, the commitment card. Through balance, right? The Four. Stability within oneself. This is my happily ever after card. I don't know if I should have said it that way, because it's not like even within a twin souls coming together, we are each other's mirror. We are each other's teacher. Different paths, though similar at the same time. I found when I read for some, I found like this, I don't know why I can't talk when I read, this pattern I kind of noticed within twins. And it's the journey that each of them took, where they had similar experiences. But what I found, which I find is kind of interesting, is, say the Divine Feminine, let's just say May 2016, may have had a death in the family, while the Divine Masculine may have had a birth in the family. So extreme opposites, yet I'm not sure how I'm trying to say this. I just feel like, that's something you find out. Probably not everyone, but a lot of my readings, I've noticed that. So similar paths. I do feel, another pattern, and this is just coming from me, but I feel like another pattern is, when I'm reading for twins, it is very seldom an easy path to get to the union. I find both have had many ups and downs, but through that period, this is where the character is built. This is where the strength is. This is where recognition is. Between the good and the evil. I just don't find that it just happens. Anyway, so the Four of Wands, again, to me is the commitment card. It is my favorite card in the deck, because I feel like it's more that it's not just your typical relationship. It is, it just feels like everything together. Like, I am at my best, they're at their best. We are each other's teacher. We're each other's mirror. And the only way you can teach is through experience. Okay, let's keep going. That's not loud, sorry. I have the Nine of Wands. Well, this is a card of experience. This is a card of a journey that has not been easy, but this is about not giving up on that journey. This is about feeling the wisdom, the strength that I've gained over this journey. I also feel this is the energy of past lives, wisdom I have gained through each lifetime, staying focused on my goals, staying focused on what I want to create in my world. Let's put it that way. But it's also the energy of not giving up. With the King of Cups. King of Cups, the most loving king. Yeah, it's funny because the energy I was feeling up here with someone else feels the opposite of this, because this is someone who can easily and wants to express their emotions to you. Not someone who holds them back, uses them as a weapon. This is someone who freely tells you they love you. Shows you their feelings. I kind of like this with the Emperor. Has an open heart. No matter what they've been through, right? This person, especially if this is your twin, had their own experiences they needed to learn through. Who knows if you would have gotten him 10 years earlier, if they could have been in this energy at that point. Probably not. This King of Cups is looking to the future. You know, we've had card of Cancer twice. Just needed to throw that out there. We have the Six of Swords, very similar to the Four of Wands. So one card we have a male, one card we have a female. Oh, sorry, I don't know if you can see with that sun. They're in the exact same position. Six of Swords is about moving out of a time period through your own will, moving away from heavier mental type of energy. Again, through your own will, due to your intuition, listening to your intuition. It's like they're both in this beautiful protected circle. I also feel like this is the energy of being like I've been here before. We've been together before. We've been in this exact spot before. For some, this is the energy of, listen, this could be either way, but as you're healing yourself, you're healing them. As they're healing themselves, they're healing you. It's like he's always been here, right where you're at. The energy of. And I feel like this is talking about it now coming into like where you stand. It feels a little like deja vu. I know it's got nothing to do with the meaning of the card. But in my world, that doesn't mean anything. Whoa. We have the Magician. I'm just going with this energy right now. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Moon. Card of Pisces. I'm just noticing the Moon is attached to the 6, and you know, I'm thinking not necessarily Virgo, but more September. It's like it's allowing us to see the path of at least this Emperor. But yet here we have two people who are mirroring each other exactly. So the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands. And you know what else is strange is we have the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Not strange, but I find it, you know, again, synchronicities. The journey that I had to go through. Ten of Wands touching the Emperor. And as I talked about the Emperor, I was talking about the Emperor going through the Wands, right? Up to the Ten of the Wands. Ten of Wands, I mean. I feel like the Magician is the ability to feel this energy, right? Feel it, even if, as in the Moon, you know, we're in that illusionary state. Coming out of it, though. I'm just going to flow with this energy, guys. We have the Four of Pentacles. And I was really looking at the Moon, and we have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, to me, is energy that mirrors itself. I feel like this is about earlier energy, earlier people in our lives. It's the learning, it's the understanding of one's own energy. You know, what is it that I am fighting for? The awareness over that. Who is it that I'm fighting for? Are they fighting for me? Again, I feel like this is more about this energy of who I've been attaching myself to. Definitely feel like this is what the Magician is doing. It's almost like looking this over, understanding all of this. Actually, the ability to see it clearly. not to judge yourself, right? Because you've learned a lot. You've had a lot of growth here. But I do feel like it's the ability to free yourself. I know your reading took a strange turn, just in the way that I'm doing the cards. I feel like I need to pull the ace out. And I know we already clarified it, but I just feel like I need to pull it out and put it in this energy. Look at that. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Well, I mean, let's be honest, on this type of journey, this is exactly what we're seeking. And it's not even about seeking it. It's just that seed. It's that seed now blooming. Coming on this difficult journey, but a journey of wisdom. The wisdom you gained, the clarity you gained over yourself, over spirituality, over the material world. It's like every cup is overflowing here. Every cup is overflowing. And when I see someone who is naked, to me it's the energy of being my authentic self. 100%. Nothing to hide here. Why? Because I learned to love myself for exactly who I am. Yeah, this is just a body. I'm a soul. Learning to not only love myself, but this gives me the ability to truly love another, to love everyone. And notice how she's sitting by herself, so I feel like that is all where it starts. It's like she has the cloak of the Hermit over her head. It's like she's popping out from that Hermit. We have the King of Wands, the King of Action, the King of Passion. This wand didn't come easy. I feel like it's been earned. It's weird, I've never felt it with the King before. But I feel like this wand has truly been earned, which is about the ability of, like the Emperor, like the 10 of Cups, like spreading the love. I also feel this is the action of someone now coming in. It's almost like we had to go through the lessons of, and now we're talking about the actual coming together. We have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about balance, right? It's about equal give and take. It's about knowing that I can't be the one who gives all the time and not allowing myself to receive. Give and take. Equal balance. We have the Three of Swords. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about putting the work in. Just looking how, in this deck, how just the illumination is coming down, right? So I'm putting the work in, but I feel guided to do that. Feeling that energy. Putting the work in, I feel like for some, it is about previous heartache. You have the 3 and then the 6. Or I should say the 6 came out before the 3. And I feel like this is representing for some about, again, the energy of giving, 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 not receiving. And with the 8, I needed to look at that, right? But I have help through spirit here. Eight of Pentacles, what the energy I put into this is directly what I get back. Okay, I think we're going to do one more time around. I feel like I have to pull the Lover's card out now. Look at this. We have the Fool and we have the Two of Wands. Well, it's like mirroring energy. Starting a new path. The Fool is, what does the Fool take forward on this new journey with him? Only his knapsack of wisdom. He's brand new. Where does wisdom come from? Previous lifetimes. The soul. And you have the Two of Wands. Same type of energy. Starting a new journey. I feel like with the Two of Wands, this is where we are, the preparation, the groundwork is being laid. It's a trusting type of energy, even if I don't know what lies ahead. I trust within the path. The Fool is not carrying anything other than wisdom. Not carrying fear. The Fool is a lighthearted energy. I'm not taking this life so seriously. I'm not allowing a type of energy that can hold me down. None is the Fool. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just thinking about going forward and what lies ahead on my path. Let's do one right in between them. Well, it's funny I said that because I know you probably can't see it like I can. But just how I put the Fool and the Two of Wands in this V, and what I see in between it is the Lovers. Okay, so let's try to wrap this up. Look at that. The Ace of Wands. Wow. And so it begins. I feel like, just how I said I wanted to wrap it up. It's like my spirit guide's like, okay, well, let's give you this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands represents the energy of moving forward, having passion for one's life again, moving forward without fear. It's like being ignited. Right on the Lovers. It's like spreading out to both. Again, the Fool and the Two of Wands. Somewhat mirroring energy. I feel like it's two twins. And this Ace coming in between. Giving you both this energy. It's like a direction. An energy to follow. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I know it didn't really give us a clear time, that type of thing, but I also feel with the Fool and the Two of Wands, especially with the Fool here, it's more in a knowing, a feeling of the energy. I'm definitely feeling that those who resonate with this energy, it's like you feel something's coming. You may not even know what, but your energy has been lifting. Preparation, definitely showing the journey of and why we need certain energies, why we need to be aware of who we attach ourselves, and understanding, those that we attach ourselves, why? What is the energy within that? Because I definitely see the evolution, the growth, self-awareness, and self-love, and patience, and divine timing. Yet, sitting right in front of me with the Fool and the Two of Wands, I do feel the energy of this path is about to begin. This path is about to begin. I feel like we have many different people. I feel like we have every sign represented. I know I could have broken them down, but the reading is showing us that this is all about the energy of, and the trusting within, trusting within what you're feeling. Trusting your intuition. The Seven of Pentacles teaches us that too. Planting that seed, it's just not planting that seed. It's planting that seed, nurturing that seed, right? What does that mean? That we're nurturing that within us. That we're releasing the expectations of when something must show for us. That is through our human mind. And it doesn't, it doesn't help it. It doesn't, you can't force it. This is about two people who had to go on this journey, right? Showing up as the Empress and the Emperor, the importance of that journey. I also feel, especially in a reading like this where I can see the path so clearly, that when this energy comes together, yes, it's absolutely for your enjoyment, but there is purpose to it also, right? The energy waves that's been coming in, forming these unions, bringing these unions together. Purpose, spreading love. You never know who you touch with, how you can affect another life through your own energy. Teachers. It's funny because I felt like the Tower in this reading was really important. And then needing to tell you the difference between these two energies, someone that I am attaching myself to, that if I just think about it, I can clearly see that this is not coming so much from my heart, even though it feels like that, right? This is more of like, it's just not coming from the heart. I don't want to go back into the reading. But I do need to be aware of that. Mainly because, number one, if you're still with someone like that, or not even so much still with someone, but if you can't break that attachment, I feel like this reading is showing you or talking about that it is not hard to really look at that energy and understand that this is something that, it comes from within also. A lot of times it is that energy of needing to learn to love ourselves more. We're just not a human being. We are one of a kind. We are the center of our universe. We're not the dirt on someone's shoe. It's Ace of Wands. This is like igniting everything. Just like allow yourself to feel it. For those who resonate with this reading, I kind of feel like you have felt this energy. You may not have figured out like what it is, but you just feel like almost like this energy of just naturally wanting to clear away the things, the people, the energies that do not serve you, do not help your soul expand any longer. Did they have a purpose? Yes. Is that purpose meant to last forever? No. People, situations, places, many times are stepping stones. And, can you get here without having to put any work in? Well, I doubt it. Maybe that's where you hear the push and the pull of the twins. This isn't in here. I'm not feeling the push and the pull of two twins who come together, right? Who see that mirror and can't handle that reflection. I feel here we're ready for that reflection. Doesn't mean we're coming in perfect, but we're coming in with balance. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you. I don't know. You know, I'm looking at it myself. And I know what's talking about the energy up here. And I know what they're talking about with the energy down here. So I think you just have to trust in that. Know that you deserve the best. And it's not even about that. It is, you know, it's just the time that it was meant to be. It's just the time it was meant to be. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Truly love you. Keep yourself positive. Just be, you know, have self-awareness, self-love. Okay, I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.